It just means more. Brittney Griner won a gold medal earlier today. And during the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, with her hand on her chest, Brittney Griner got very emotional. She got very emotional, um, and understandably so. Brittney Griner, it means more. Like the gold medal around her neck, the national anthem playing, the USA on her chest. It means more. The reason why it means more is because we all know the story about Brittney Griner. Um, Brittney Griner is a player who was overseas in Russia. Um, you know, she was there for 10 months in a Russian prison. 10 months, um, and the USA got her out. The USA got her out, and because of that, she had like it means more to her. Her love for the country, it just means a lot more because they were there for her. Like the United States fought to get Brittney Griner back in the States. And the fact that she is now able to give the United States a gold medal, to her, it means a lot. And to be honest with you, it was really cool to see. It was really, really cool to see, the emotions flowing from Brittney Griner. She's a player that we don't really see emotions like that for Brittney Griner, and she let the emotions flow because Brittney Griner didn't know if she's going to come back to America. She didn't know. She in 2022 she was detained at a airport in Moscow. Um, you know, she had a little bit of hash oil, which is illegal in Russia. She had it with her, um, and she paid the price for it. She went to jail, uh, was in prison for 10 months, um, and ultimately, she was able to get a prisoner swap happen. A prisoner swap happened where you know she was eventually able to come back to the United States. And from there, she was like, "Well, I don't really want to go overseas like that unless I'm representing my country." And finally, she had that opportunity too. She had her opportunity to represent the country. Yes, Brittney Griner is not the same player she used to be. She's not. She's not the same dominant player who can give you 20 something points or whatever and make a lot of stuff happen. She's not. But she is still a really good player that can give you some really good minutes. And I believe she did that in the Olympics this year. I believe she did that. She also did it in the gold medal game. Yes, I believe she should have played way more. She absolutely should have played way more. Um, uh, Absolutely should have played way more in that game. But she didn't. Um, but I think she gave some really good minutes for Team USA and made it happen. And she was emotional about it. She was emotional, and I, you know, it's one of those things where it's like I don't know, when you see other people get emotional, sometimes you get emotional too. And you're like, oh man, like it means so much to her. It just means more. It just means more. So shout out to Brittney Griner. Shout out to Brittney Griner. She came back to America off of a prisoner swap. And Go says, why don't you tell them about the other prisoner? Yeah, so the other prisoner was Victor Bout. I think that's how you say his last name. That was the prisoner that we swapped. I say that the United States swapped Brittney Griner for. Victor Bout is known as a terrible, terrible man, merchant of death, and that was the person that we swapped. That was the person that we swapped Brittney Griner with in 2022, I believe. So yeah, that's that's the thing. That's what happened. Brittney Griner is emotional because she's back in America. Well, not back in America. She's in Paris, but she's representing America. And she felt like team like America really was there for her. And she wanted to sort of help to win this for the USA. So it just means more, and I just wanted to highlight that for Brittney Griner.